And welcome, everybody. It's
Hi.
Boxed In with Friends, Episode 8, the iconic Episode 8. I'm your host, Tony Augusti, here as always with Caitlin Shea, Kyle O'Neill,
Hello.
Kate
I have a
Holmes,
pen.
the newly wealthy Nick Crestwood,
Hello.
Andy Maziars, and Jake Russell.
Should be clear that those are gemstones in Nick's window.
And not,
Yes, they are not colored pot stickers,
It's
as
raining
Tony.
gemstones.
Yeah, or pot stickers. I'm hungry.
Tony sees pot stickers.
Yeah, well, I am hungry. Anyway, Boxed In is a show of people quarantined, boxed in, such as the title. We're a group of improvisers that normally perform together, but now we're just sitting around shooting the shit, and we swear, so that's cool. Tonight we have some very special guests. We have, who said shit?
I did.
Why, did something happen? Something
No,
bad?
he's proving your point.
Oh,
yeah, that we
okay.
swear.
You look good.
I thought that was like a shit of like, oh, something went wrong.
No,
I'm like, oh,
no, real quick.
you-
One time at Thanksgiving dinner, I was just sitting there eating, and my aunt looked at me and she's like, "Do you swear?" And I was like, "I guess sometimes." Like an adult, like in my 20s.
Anyway, as a guest on the show, we have Lauren Bickers of the Planet A at Home Team. You may know her also from an episode of Detroiter she was on, friend of the show. And later, Dan Campbell of the Wonder Years and Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties. I can't believe I remembered that without looking. I'm old.
Good job, Tony.
Yeah.
Wow.
He'll be visiting and playing a couple songs for us, hopefully. I like how they say on shows, so like, well, maybe if we're good, they'll play. He's going to play some songs. We're going to make sure of that, folks. And
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, no. I'm getting.
He's a man of free will.
I'm getting ahead of it. I don't believe in free will.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
I don't. Yeah. Not anymore.
We can get into a whole Nietzsche debate here, or Ayn Rand, but that's a different live stream.
Pandemic.
Anyway, a tree fell in front of my house today. I just wanted to say that. You can see it on Facebook.
Big old tree.
But let's get right to the hot topic.
And you heard it.
Huh?
And you heard it.
I did. It woke me up. It was my alarm clock. Nature's alarm clock.
Yeah.
The topic, and also, no matter what you're watching on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, you can leave a comment in the chat. We'll be monitoring.
We got a comment in the chat. We got our bud Anthony Coates watching.
What up, Anthony?
Hi, Coates.
Coach, what up?
Anthony.
One of the hosts of Mask Off.
Mm-hmm.
Jake's co-host.
Big Tone, what up?
And
He doesn't respond to you, Jake. That's
yeah, in real time. That's weird.
Well,
What's up, Jacob? Hello, Jacob.
But like y'all could have said something right after that, just to cure that dead silence.
We totally did. We're so sorry.
I was pretending to be Big Tone. What's up, Jacob? It's me, Big Tone.
All right, I'm not.
You know what I mean, man?
I'm not speaking no more. The rest of the show.
Hey, I love your fuck, man.
Yeah. So we'll have the chats up later, and then we'll be calling out comments. But let's start off with the hot topic. Primary topic is, COVID and social distancing. And this is a thing I kind of hear like intimations about. People are kind of like hinting at it. And I wonder like how real they're like, but I haven't heard too many people say it. But if you see somebody violating social distancing, do you want them to die? That's our question today. And I don't mean people that have to be out, essential work and stuff. I'm talking about, 500 people in a park or your neighbor having a barbecue or something.
I'm sorry, you mean white men with guns?
Oh yeah, people up at the Capitol.
Life?
People up at the Capitol. That's in play. That's in play.
I don't want anyone to die, but if someone has to die, I kind of want it to be them.
If someone has to.
Yeah, I think nobody has to die. That's what everybody seems to be forgetting.
Yeah, I don't want them to die, but I wouldn't mind them getting a little bit sick. Though, you know what I mean?
But only them.
Being like, oh man, this
just
is
a good
wise.
scare. Give them a good scare.
Yeah.
Like a big spanking.
Yeah, big old let's spank them.
All I have to say is and I've said this before on my personal Instagram, but if I know you and you are posting pictures and you are not practicing social distancing, I can't with you and I don't have time for you.
Hey.
I also can't with you.
I can't.
My neighbors. I'm sorry, Andy. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was talking to my designer, and as I mentioned this earlier. She
you should
was
wait.
Georgia.
You should expand on what that means by designer, because people are going to be like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, so for like doing like interior design and stuff, I consult with her. Is that good?
I like it.
Yeah, that's
right.
So yes, I actually just met with her today to look for tiles and plumbing fixtures. Actually, okay, but first things first. So yeah, she drove down to Florida to get her parents to bring them to Michigan, and she said that like in Georgia, like no one was wearing them.
Understand the idea of I can't do something. They used to do whatever the fuck they want. So when they so damn privileged, they just can't grasp that concept.
Absolutely.
You know what? But I don't want them to wait to get sick. What? I want them to just go home and take every pill in their fucking medicine cabinet. That's what I want them to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I think
I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them motherfuckers, man.
It's
for real.
selfish. It's so fucking selfish.
There's a lack of solidarity with your fellow human being.
Man.
And my neighbors, who, speaking of privilege, I'm gonna go out on a limb. And say that they probably work at Quicken Loans. Just as a preface, they park their BMW in the lot in such a fashion that one has to walk around it to bring groceries in. Saturday night, they were having a good old bonfire and barbecue while using my other neighbor's grill, like using her stuff. To do it, and then throughout the night, I could hear one of the attendees of the barbecue violently scream vomiting from my bathroom window, because all the bathrooms are sort of facing this skylight sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
That was nice. That made me smile.
But just that I think we're freezing on the internet, just so you guys know.
Oh, really? I'm looking at my stream and it's
my Facebook is frozen, and Coates said that what happened, no visual.
Try refreshing.
I'm gonna refresh it.
Yeah, it seems to be working on.
He can't hear us either.
For me.
I don't know. It's working now.
Oh yeah.
So whatever happened, it was.
Let's just
Nick's just getting showered in gemstones now. I
think we're freezing on the internet.
Sorry about all the
so
movement. I usually try not to move so much, but my dog finally got the last squeaker out of his
My
toy,
Facebook is frozen, and
on it. I rescued him, and now he's sitting there staring at me like I murdered his friend.
Well,
you probably did.
He's gonna start farting soon enough, so
he does every live stream. Wow, guys, that was really great dead air.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just looking at some technical stuff, but no, what I would say is like you have the right if you want to die. That's your, that's thing. But I just don't want you to infect the people I care about, and that's the thing is this isn't gonna be over until we reach herd immunity, and either that's gonna be through a vaccine, or it's gonna be through distancing, or it's gonna be through people acting like idiots. So.
I'm just pissed
that
they
actually be the idiot one.
Anthony says the gemstones are fucking up the connection. So.
Oh shit!
It's too much.
It's too rich.
It's a joke.
Too much money.
It's too much power.
I don't have too much money because of this pandemic.
Yeah.
It does.
My neighbors do not social distance. We've talked about this before. They have people over constantly. And I was outside in my front yard with my kids the other day. We were playing basketball, and they came over and they wanted to talk, and I was like, "Ugh!" So I was 6 feet because they haven't been social distancing, so I kind of have to protect myself.
Sure.
And she turns to her toddler and she goes, "Well, I guess they just don't want to say hi to you today, honey."
Wow. Yeah, it's your fault.
It's your fault. There's a pandemic.
Because your mother's terrible.
I went down to the beach the other day because I live in LA and I'm a big Hollywood star now. And they open the beaches, but you're supposed to wear masks, and there's signs everywhere that say masks required, but it's not being enforced, and people are not wearing masks, and it's going to get shut down again. But I just went for a jog.
It's crazy to me living in an apartment building how many people just take the elevator and they don't wear masks. We've been taking the stairs, so my legs are steel basically.
Yeah, girl.
But yeah, so we've been like taking the stairway just to like avoid, unless like absolutely needed to take the elevator.
And you're actually going to be going back to work soon, so can you talk about that, or?
Sorry, Caitlin.
Sure.
Your feelings about it? I mean, you don't, without saying where you work.
I'm going back. I'll be there this Wednesday for sure. I'm gonna wear a mask, and that'll, I can only do what I can do to protect myself. So we'll just do all that and not worry about it and wear a mask. And they're doing a lot to make us feel safe. So that's good.
Do you guys find it kind of funny that like the big thing like last year before this whole thing broke out was facial recognition, and like all the crazy conspiracy people were like, the government's scanning your face and they're going to make clones. And now it's like, we have a way to hide our faces from being facially recognized. And it's like, no, my freedom.
Yeah, Bailey Boudreaux is a local in the theater, I think, community. He had like the funniest Facebook post. It was like, oh, did you know Obama is like, has all this facial recognition stuff, hidden. So patriots, be sure to wear your masks. It was very funny.
Seriously. He does though, right?
Yes, totally. Mm-hmm. It's a conspiracy.
Man.
It reads lips too, so you probably want to cover them in public.
Speaking of patriots, I think it's time to bring on our first guest, guys.
Owen's more patriotic.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of this next guest, I think America,
She's a national treasure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
There is.
That is true.
Those of you new to the stream, I know her from shows such as Detroiters. She hates being praised, but she's awesome. She is a member of the Planet Ant home team. I think she's taught all of us at one point or another, and continues to teach us every day in the way she lives.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This is actually the view, Lauren. I fooled you. Now we're all going to, except we talk over each other even more. So, but please, everybody, welcome local improviser and someone dear to our hearts, Lauren Bickers, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, and also a member of the Improv Detroit Creativity Project and the Improv Project, which is why she's here tonight. So how are you, Lauren?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Hey, that goes for a lot. Also, something interesting about you, you lost your phone during this pandemic, which seems like a nightmare for most people. So how long have you been without a phone?
Well, I didn't lose my phone because that sounds kind of yes.
I meant lose in the way someone would lose like a family member,
Yes, yeah. No, I got you. I just wanted to make sure people didn't think I lost it in my house. My house isn't that messy.
Oh, okay.
My phone smoked. Like a poof of smoke came out of.
Oh, I thought you really made it sound like my phone. My phone was a smoker. And
yeah, make it smoke right now.
Maybe that's why it died an early death. I don't know, but yeah. So it died, and I've been still waiting. My replacement phone has been riding around the Detroit area on a USPS truck for like 6 days now.
What kind of phone was it, Lauren?
Yeah.
It's a Moto Z.
Okay. Is it the same phone you had before or a new one?
Same. So I'm getting the same phone. Well, I looked it up. It's not a common problem, so it should. This one
really?
Should not smoke.
Exploding in planes. That's good.
Wasn't it an issue like some phones couldn't be on planes for a while because they were like exploding or smoking?
That was a Samsung, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it was a Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah. See, I knew Nick would know, and I was right.
Yeah.
I love tech wizards.
Yeah.
It's me.
Welcome to Tech.
I'm a wizard.
See, those are his magical gemstones.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, so how has it been without a phone? Are you a person that considers yourself addicted to your phone?
I don't like to consider myself that, but I am that. But it's actually been fine because, I have a laptop. I've got a old tablet that I can get on, and it's really slow. So I mean, I have other ways to communicate. I just worry that the one person that might be texting me has been texting and thinking that I'm very rude. Yeah. But I mean, really.
Wait, who's the one person that texts you?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Until she gets the phone.
I thought you made it sound like that. There's only one person that texts you. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. No. I mean, but on average, like in a week, I'm thinking about how many texts I get. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or of people that wouldn't communicate with me over like Facebook or Instagram or something like that.
Now, you are married to Scott Sanford, who is a local musician and a friend to us all.
A lovely man.
Yeah, definitely a lovely man. And talented improviser and actor in his own right.
Yeah, I like him.
Have you been stealing his phone?
I actually did. I took over the Planet Ant Instagram, the story, and I had to use his phone that day. So I've used it for that, but other than that, no, I don't.
So
I don't need to talk to
no
him.
phone fights. It's not the modern remote.
No, no.
Now, talk about the Detroit Creativity Project and how you got it was founded by Mark Evan Jackson and other people to bring improv to the school children of Detroit. Is that accurate to say? And teach them for free in Detroit public schools?
Yes. Yeah.
And how did you get involved with that?
I got involved. I got hired in to work with them via Y Arts in 2012. I think
that's YMCA, part of the YMCA.
Yes. Yeah. So I got hired in through Margaret Edwardowski, another home team member. So yeah, I got hired in through Y Arts, and I just started working. I don't know. Is that a good answer?
Do you teach after school, or is it part of school, like during the day curriculum?
Do you make children miss school, Lauren, for this?
Yes.
How dare you?
I stand outside of schools and I say, "You want to do something cool?"
With a trench coat, and then you open it up, and there's improvised drugs in the sleeve.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man.
We're doing. This is a great commercial for the Creativity Project.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is the reason why I'm not a teacher for the Creativity Project.
Yes. No, I go sometimes. Most of the time, I'm going into schools. During the day, we'll go in for one of the hours for a class, and then sometimes it's after school, so it can vary.
Mm-hmm. We're already getting positive comments from the chat. You want to read out some comments,
Sure.
Caitlin?
Yeah, Anthony Coates. Lauren was his first instructor. Tom Schultz says hello, and everyone's addicted to their phones.
Mm-hmm. Not inaccurate.
No,
no, it's not. I think right now,
yeah.
I truly don't ever look at how long I've spent on my phone.
That would terrify me. That what is it, the analytics or whatever it is of your phone that tells you how much screen you're on this and that a day.
Yeah,
I can't open it.
It's way too much. It's a shocking amount. I found out when I started using it. So
I wish this pandemic happened when we only had flip phones and MySpace.
I was talking about that today.
Just enough to communicate, but not enough to overwhelm you.
What do you think we would be doing? Never mind.
Well, Lauren, what are you doing? In a related question, what are you doing during the pandemic in terms of the Detroit Creativity Project? Are you continuing to teach students, and how does that work, if you are?
I actually am. It's kind of developed over the course of this pandemic. So yeah, I actually did 2 classes earlier today over Zoom. So
nice.
Yeah, one of the classes is my Hamtramck high school class, and they're an after-school program, so it makes it a little easier to get in touch with the students. So basically meet with them for the same amount of time that I would have met with them every week. So we're kind of doing our regular programming.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Now,
I always love watching the student showcases. They're always very fun to me.
Yeah.
To watch them just be free.
Yeah, none of the cynicism.
Yeah.
None of the cynicism, but sometimes wildly inappropriate things fly out of their mouths, and you're like, I didn't teach them that, I swear.
Can you give an example where somebody said something?
Oh man,
anonymously. And then you locked eyes with their parents,
There was just, the game Hitchhiker, where your characters are in and out of the car. There was once a character that had just gotten raped, and it was like, oh
wow.
But
oh my God.
It was but it was one of those things where you're kind of like, oh God, why? No, but then like you feel bad because it's like they didn't realize they even like said something really like wrong. So you're like, you don't want to shame them. You're like, you guys are doing it.
And then in the meantime, did the other two pick up those characteristics? So it was as if like 3 people had just gotten raped.
I think I blocked the rest of the memory out.
Oh man.
I don't think they heightened it. I think they were just all kind of scared.
Yeah, I think it was already plenty heightened.
Then they don't understand comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were disassociating. That's a common.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you talk a little bit too about what it was like being on Detroiters with Tim Robinson and where a lot of people know now from I Think You Should Leave, but before then Detroiters had a small but mighty cult following.
What can I say? I mean,
you've known Tim for a long time. First of all, Tim and Sam.
Yeah. They're both members of the home team, and worked with them on several shows at the Ant and like via Second City Detroit when it was here. So, it was a really fun day. I mean, I just went in for one day and did a shoot. Like it was basically a morning to afternoon shoot. I know these details are the really exciting ones.
People actually like to hear about this stuff,
Behind the scenes.
What was at the craft services table?
Oh God, there was a lot of stuff. It was like it was a tent of snacks. And actually I got there in the morning and I even had my trailer, my own trailer that said my character was called Angry Woman. Angry Woman.
Those boundaries, Lauren.
Yeah. But I got there in the morning. When I got there in the morning and they were like, "You want anything for breakfast?" I was like, "Sure." And so I got this like big egg burrito thing, but I was like, I bet you most people don't just eat a giant burrito before they're about to film. Like after I ate it, I was like, why did was I supposed to do that? I was probably supposed to go, oh no, thank you.
Is this a trick?
Did I fail? Yeah, just a Diet Coke, thank you.
Or throw it up after.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And was there any part of your part that was improv, or was it all written out for you?
Well, when we were originally filming, it was pretty much line for line, and then there were some changes that were made as we were filming, just like trying new things. So, God, I can't remember. Where my memory is horrible. Where like, I think when the line, I don't know, I say a line about the kid not being my husband, and like I think like it wasn't like a lot of improv basically, but like like I remember like Tim changed one of his lines to prompt my line, so there were some change ups. If that that's my very long answer to sort of.
And you had a child in there too. What was it like working with kids? They said never work with dogs or animals.
He was really fun to work with, and he had to slap Tim in the scene, and it was like at first it was like he wasn't hitting him hard enough. So like when we would like be like in between takes, I'd be like, all right, come on, you can really give it to him. So but then I don't know.
And that boy was a young Timothy Chalamet, is that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And
God,
he dedicates everything to me now. So,
wow, that's nice that he hasn't forgotten, the people he came up with.
Yeah, and I mean, I love to inspire. So,
what is it like teaching children versus adults, like school children, especially? Like, are they happy because they all volunteer to do this, right? It's not, or are some of them forced to do this, like the Detroit
kids?
Yeah.
They're not all volunteers. They're forced to be there.
Okay.
No, if we're going into a class, like during the school day, like they're not opting in usually. It's usually like we're coming into their class. I mean, so, and it's a large group, like it'll be like 30 or so kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, we don't force them to like. We usually try to get everyone to do like, especially like the group games, but we're not going to like force you to get on stage. So I don't know. I mean, usually they enjoy it. Usually they get into it and they want to do it, and it's voluntary. But I don't know why I put voluntary in quotes. It's voluntary. They love it. But yeah, I don't know. Did that answer your question?
No. Is it middle school and high school?
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you have a story of like, like working with like a difficult kid? I imagine like a movie, the kid that's like, like I don't care about no improv, so stupid, and now they got into Harvard or something close to that.
Harvard Improv Club.
Yeah.
Scholarship.
They have a
I don't know. I can't think of any. I feel like all the students that I've had that are in like do after school stuff.
Yeah.
Like they are all like seem like they're in like 10 million other clubs where I'm like, wow, you guys are really going for it. And I admire that because I was like, I didn't do jack in high school. I was like,
really?
Yeah, I never did a single like drama related thing.
You weren't like a theater kid in high school?
No.
Wow.
I was not into it. Yeah.
Did you play?
We didn't even have a program at my school, Crestwood High School.
They named it after you?
Yeah, well, his family.
What a coincidence.
I miss high school, man.
There's a little fact about Nick Wheeler today. So what's you want to play a game with us? A little short form improv game, something you teach your students?
Sure. So we're gonna try something out here.
Yeah. Explain it to the group.
We're gonna do newscasts. So this is one, as we're doing these classes over Zoom, we're sort of adapting games. So this is one I've actually really only done once over Zoom.
Okay.
But what's going to happen is, I'll be the newscaster. Does someone actually want to be my co-anchor? Tony?
Sure. I'll be your co-anchor.
Okay. So what's going to happen is everyone else is going to turn their video off. But we will call on you. So we're going to get a suggestion for what our headline is of the day. We'll start off the newscast, Tony, and then we'll shoot it off to different people.
Why don't we have since there's so many people, why don't we have like 3 correspondents? So give me 3 people to volunteer as correspondents.
I'll do it.
Okay. I see Nick, Kate, and Kyle were the first hands. I think I saw.
Was the first
okay, sorry, Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin had her hand up.
Fine.
No, I just bad peripheral vision
your due,
from
Caitlin.
here on the Death Star. So Caitlin, Nick, and Kyle, and then Andy and Kate. Turn your video off and leave your sound on. We might need you for suggestions. You'll be our suggestion team. Turn your video off and leave your sound on.
And laugh at us.
This isn't. I don't want to do that.
And then Andy.
All right. So wait, who are we? So it's Caitlin, Nick, and Kyle, right?
Yes. Jake, turn off your video, please.
I'll do this shit. Oh, here you go.
I'm gonna miss you.
We're all turning our video off, right?
Let's.
Why don't you guys all turn your video off?
But first, the people who.
But keep your sound on.
Playing turned off.
Yeah, keep your sound on because you'll turn your video back on when we'll call on you. So and then Tony as my co-anchor, you should be on too.
Okay, I'll come back.
Unless you don't want to.
No,
you can hide away.
I'm all in.
So we're gonna play newscasts, and I need. So this seems like something weird that happened in the news today. I mean, not something real, something fantastical. Although reality is fantastical these days. So I mean, but I need something sort of fantastical.
Well, a tree fell on my driveway today. So how about a giant beanstalk?
Giant beanstalk. Yeah. All right. So, hello everyone. I'm Lauren Lawrence, and I'm here.
Wait. Explain the game to them a little bit.
Oh well, did I not already?
I don't think so.
She did.
But I thought she gives But I thought we assigned quirks to people. Is that not part of it?
No.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So basically, we're this is
going great.
Awesome.
Going great.
I'm so sorry.
roadblock in the middle. One thing we teach, we'll be co-anchors, so we're going to start off the newscast, and then we can shoot it over to Caitlin or Nick or Kyle. They can be on the scene, they can be sports, they can be weather, they can be. And so we'll just shoot it over to you. We'll kind of like give you a little something to feed off of, and then when you guys are done with your bit, you can shoot it right back, and so we can kind of. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think enough sense.
All right. It's just, have fun.
I know.
Isn't that what it's all about? So what? Oh, a giant beanstalk. Okay. Yeah. All right. Are we ready to go live?
Yes,
Tony?
ready. Here we go.
All right. Anchor.
Anthony Tonys.
Anthony Tonys. How you doing tonight, Anthony Tonys?
Oh, things could have never been worse.
Oh, I know. You know what? I know. I know.
Mean, just when you think it can't get any worse, a giant beanstalk falls. And it made a sound, let me tell you, Lawrence.
A huge sound.
A huge sound.
A huge sound heard all around the town. That's what we're talking about tonight. That's tonight's top headline. A huge beanstalk falling down. All right. So you know what? We're going to take you live. We have Caitlin on the scene. And she's going to give us a little bit about what's going on the scene.
Hello, I'm Caitlin, and I'm here on the scene. This scene is looking crazy. The stock is huge. There's people everywhere taking pictures. I don't have a stock behind me. I took a couple of steps down to the neighbor's house, but let me tell you what, it is a big one.
Caitlin, are there any dead people?
Not from what I can see, but I can't confirm that there have not been lives lost.
Do you see any legs sticking out from underneath the beanstalk, like perhaps a pair of striped socked legs that then shrivel up and disappear underneath the beanstalk? That's what we call a Wizard of Oz in the business.
I do see a little something. I don't know exactly what it is. It might actually be a mask, not socks. I think there may be a mask next to the stock, so it could have been an unmasked person under the stock.
All right, thanks a lot, Caitlin.
Oh, no problem.
Well, I guess we're going out. I guess the beanstalk has blocked traffic, so we're going to have to cancel the local Quidditch match, Lawrence.
Oh, and that is awful. That is awful. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For more on the story, we're going out to our sports reporter, Kyle Malfoy. Kyle.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not doing well, but I'm having fun. So, I'm on the air. I can't keep a job. I need this. I need to pay rent. Okay.
Again, remember
I did it again.
It's the story. Just focus on the story. Okay. Quidditch.
Okay. There's a big stock and there's a Quidditch game is gone and there's not going to be sports again. Sports are canceled and I need to pay rent. So if you can send me some money, that would be helpful.
Kyle, you're a sports reporter. Your salary will continue to be paid. Calm down, buddy. It's just, can you talk about any of the fans' reaction?
Ooh, yes. There's a few fans that they had a reaction, but now they're dead because they fell under the stock and the stock crushed them to death.
Terrible news.
Yeah.
Terrible news.
What's up, sports fans?
Well, Lawrence, you had a question? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I just thought he was mocking the deaths of people by saying, "What's up, sports fans?" But thank you, Kyle. Well, thank you for your reports.
Yeah, they were not only fans, Kyle. They were friends and viewers. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, thanks to our sponsor, OnlyFans. Check that out when you have a chance, when you're not watching this.
I have new content up right now.
Yeah.
All right,
Kyle
bye.
Malfoy, everybody.
Thank you.
Well, Lawrence, I don't know about you, but that's really put a pall on my day, knowing that there won't be a Quidditch match.
I hear you. I mean, it's what I look forward to in these trying times. It's it's something that brightens my day. Hopefully, our weather is going to be better.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's something that will brighten our day tomorrow. We have Nick on weather. Nick?
Sunny skies ahead, Nick.
Anything good?
Terry's making faces at me. Yes. Hello, Lawrence, Anthony. Yes.
Nick.
This is Nick here. Today's forecast. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stay inside once again. Weather's going to be about 60 degrees, a little balmy. But from my eye in the sky and the weather copter, I can tell you that the Gumdrop Lane, which is used as a major thoroughfare, has been obstructed by the roots of the giant beanstalk. And also be careful if you're driving on or around Gumdrop Lane. We are getting reports of the deafening sound of the giant that lives atop the beanstalk, screaming, "I'll grind your bones to make my bread." It is in fact so deafening that windows are shattering, as well as eardrums. But we're looking at another rainy weekend, a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of moisture. So don't make any big barbecue plans.
We definitely won't. Oh, that Nick, what a jokester. What a jokester.
Well, we're sorry about all those deaths happening, but looks
terrible,
like
terrible.
At least we can have a laugh.
Yes. Well, we're dying to keep you informed here at Channel 4 News.
We are.
And that's all for our newscast tonight. For Lauren Lawrence, I'm Anthony Tony saying good night. And scene.
Please help.
For never having done that before, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Good job,
thanks,
everybody.
Lauren.
Good job.
Thank you, Lauren.
I'm sorry if I misguided you guys.
No.
You did not.
Never.
Tony did not listen.
I know. I continue to not listen. So, Lauren, is there anything you'd like to promote?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I don't know. What have I mean, the improv project, of course, but we talked about that.
We put a
already.
link in the chat for that. Kate, it's in the friends chat if you want to add that to YouTube. I know you might have already. For some reason, I'm not seeing the. For some reason, the YouTube comments. Well, no, the YouTube comments aren't showing up in the stream for some reason. I'm not sure why. But we are getting Facebook comments. But yeah, Lauren, thanks so much for being on. Catch her on Detroiters if you haven't seen it. And support the Improv Project and the Detroit Creativity Project, and look forward from seeing things from you too. She's also done. She's an amazing writer and performer. You can't see it anywhere. Yeah, but Fatal Erection was an amazing show.
A big fan of Lauren's for so long that the first time I got an opportunity to play with her, I'm like, this is like our third farm team set. I did so terribly, and we were in a scene together, and I will never forget it.
No!
I was so nervous. It was terrible, and I was like, never gonna forget this moment for the rest of my life. But I love you.
I love you. Oh, you guys.
All right.
No, don't cry.
Don't cry. It's our
no, cry. Lean into the mic and cry. I'll put you in the waiting room again. But thanks a lot so much for being on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. It was great to see you.
She's so wonderful.
Yeah, she is great.
Yeah, she's really great.
You know who else is wonderful? Our next guest. I'm moving right to him. Kyle, why don't you introduce him?
Our next guest is Dan Campbell. He's a singer for the Wonder Years, and he's the head honcho in Aaron West in the Roaring Twenties, and he's a good friend. And there he is.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
He's connecting to audio.
He's still connecting.
No worries.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're
on.
Yeah.
Hey. Hi, Dan. It's me, old Kai guy here.
Kai guy, good to see you, bud.
It's good to see you. These are my friends.
I was watching a little bit, but then I got nervous that if I had it on when I came on.
Oh, yeah.
Where people call into sports talk radio, and then they're like, you got to turn the radio off.
Yeah, sir. Mr. Campbell, turn your radio down, please.
We're guilty of that, too, on our own stream.
Trust me.
We do it ourselves.
That's not even close to the worst technical problem tonight.
I kind of feel guilty because those people, wait, 3 hours to just say, you got to fire the coach. He's a bum, or whatever. Stafford can't throw a football to save his life. And then they're echoing and they just get cut off. And they're like, well, I just waited 3 hours to get yelled at and told to go home.
Yeah.
I hope one day that I'm really passionate about something that I wait for a long time.
Oh, hours and hours to tell your bullshit, total amateur opinion on something. Experts. Pretty good use of the day.
Yeah. So Dan, we've known each other a while now. I think there was a point that we toured together once a year for about maybe 7 years straight.
7 years straight, probably. Yeah, I think we met in like, I want to say like 06 maybe. Somewhere around that time period, and have been one of my favorite people ever since.
Aw, shucks. Likewise, my friend. I was we have so many memories through that together, but I was thinking of one today. We were on tour in Europe, and it was my 26th birthday, which I turned 36 in 2 weeks. So that's about, so that's 10 years ago. And you and everyone else on the tour sung "Happy Birthday" to me under the Eiffel Tower.
I do remember that.
And then the next day,
romantic.
We were in Frankfurt, and you bought me a shirt that had a stallion on it, and then on the back of it, it had the same exact print.
Yeah. So it was ostensibly like a wolf shirt, right? Like a majestic animal print on a tie-dye.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they thought, why run it once? Fuck it. Just run this motherfucker twice.
Yeah.
Front and back, baby.
Yeah.
Several stallions.
And I still have it. So thank you very much.
That day, Chris and I each bought these embroidered, like, it almost felt like carpet material vests. And we both played our sets just in the vests with no shirt under them.
Oh, yeah.
And I've still never been hotter. It was like the thickest material. It was like made of like, I don't know, like what you'd make like an outdoor patio rug out of.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Were you chafed after?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound kind of rough.
The inside was like normal cotton, and then piled on top of it, like piled wool.
Nice. So no
It's
human
cold
contact.
Yeah.
And so can you talk a little bit about the bands you're in, Dan, for people that may not know?
Sure. So the band that Kyle's referencing, the band that we used to tour together a lot. So Kyle was in a band called Fireworks, and I'm in a band called The Wonder Years. We've been a band for 15 years this year.
Congrats.
We've played 30 countries, all 50 states. Our last 2 records, I think, cracked the top 10 on Billboard, and our last 3 cracked the top 20. It's hard to, this is like the hardest thing to do is like elevator pitch the thing that you do to people.
Yeah. No, I mean,
well, I know.
It's not that just, I mean, for people that don't know necessarily that what the name of the bands.
Sure. So that's the Wonder Years. And then I have another project called Aaron West and the Roaring 20s, which is like more of a concept project where I created a character, wrote a story arc, and then went back and wrote songs to fit sections of that story arc so that it's like episodic. And we put out 2 records of that so far. That's like one continuous story.
Yeah. The first time I saw Aaron West, I wasn't quite aware of the character arc, and Dan doesn't drink at all, and then but the character does, and he was on stage and he's like, "I'm so hungover right now," and like blah blah blah. I kept drinking all this liquor, and I was like, "I don't know what's going on right now. I'm gonna leave the room."
If you thought that it was confusing for you, it was certainly more confusing for my dad when I'm talking about, in character, his father passed away, and my dad's at a show in like right here, literally right here.
Did you lock eyes with your dad and he's like,
what the fuck, man? I had this idea to, originally I was just going to write this record, and then I thought, well, I'll play a couple of shows, but I felt weird to do these songs in character and then immediately stop that and then, be like, so how's everybody's day going? You guys catch stories so far over on the main stage? That was sick, right? It just felt like a weird, like jumping back and forth. So I thought, I'll just do the whole thing in character. I have all this unused story stuff that didn't make it into any of the songs, and I'll just put that into like the banter and tie the stories together that way. And then it kind of kept going to now where the things that happen in the songs sometimes, the things that happen on stage sometimes make it into songs in the future. And it's like this kind of, I think it's most similar to professional wrestling because it's a performance and everyone's buying into the performance. But unlike theater, the thing that happens one night advances the storyline and can happen, can have implications on what happens in the future of the project. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool. I also wanted to bring up that we have a Christmas tradition.
We do. We do, because the first time I bought a Christmas tree, my wife and I had bought our first house, and we were going to get our first Christmas tree, and Kyle just happened to be in Philly and was like, "Can I come?" We're like, "Yeah, sure. You can come join us on this holiday tradition." And we went to buy the tree, and they write your name on a tag and they put it on the top. But I guess once I picked the tree out, I had walked away, and the guy was like, "What's your name?" Kyle was like, "Kyle." So the tree said Kyle on the top, and now every year when I go buy a Christmas tree, I tell them my name is Kyle, and we always have instead of a star, we have a tag that says Kyle on the top of our tree. My son is going to be
I get a picture every
Christmas.
He is like little baby Jesus after all.
He is my literal Messiah.
He is your Messiah?
Thank you. That's all I've ever wanted.
I just imagine, it being a thing where like my son goes to like elementary school and is like, "Oh yeah, and you guys put your Christmas Kyle up," and everyone's like, "What happened to you? Yeah. What did your parents do?"
Christmas Kyle sounds like a cool tradition. Yeah, your son is he just turned a year old, right?
He just turned a year old. Yeah.
Congrats.
So I'm hiding in the basement so that I can be 2 floors separate from him and hope to not wake him up.
No, I just hide in the basement because I don't like mine.
What was that?
Kate says that too much and it worries me.
Your kids are a little older.
Never heard of it.
Dan, what was it like being on the Wonder Years TV show?
Jesus Christ.
It's really a dream come true. It's just a walk-on part, kind of background actor stuff. I'm 3 in it, so I'm just kind of toddling, but
yeah,
it was, I had long wanted to break into TV in a way, and I thought that was my opening. It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
A couple commercial spots after that, a few embarrassing diatribes to the side, but it was a circuitous route that I took to music, but it definitely did start with that background shot on the Wonder Years.
And Kevin's best friend also became Marilyn Manson, so a lot of big music
there
connections.
You go.
Yes,
remove some ribs.
Yeah. He removed some ribs. I won't say why, but I'm sure that's a question you get though. Like that's like probably the most asked question about the name, I would imagine.
Well, yeah. So the most asked question to any band on the face of the earth is, "Where did you get your band name?" And every band on earth is like, their eyes like kind of roll and fall out of their heads when they get asked it, because it's like every interview has asked me this for the past decade. But when we started the band, it was not supposed to be a band. It was like literally one day a couple of us decided we would just get together and play some music. And we wrote a song and we thought, that song's not so bad. Maybe we'll let our friends hear it. And I heard Kyle talking about MySpace earlier. And we're like, well, let's put it on MySpace so our friends can hear the song. But in order to put it on MySpace, we need a band name. And I think I just said it. And it was the first 3 words out of my mouth. And everyone said, sure. Who cares? We're never going to play a show, so it doesn't matter what the band name is.
Oh, that's the name of the band. You weren't talking about the
two. Yeah, Nick.
I'm a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot.
God damn it.
I didn't want
to. You guys are supposed to prep me for this shit
in
the pre-interview.
We'll talk about it in post.
Mortified, man.
We'll edit all this stuff out. Don't worry about it.
This isn't live.
Dan understands. Yeah, it's a live stream, but we'll fix it somehow.
You want to play a song for us?
Yeah, sure. So Kai asked me a couple of days ago if I would come on and play these songs, and I was like, sure, what time? And he was like, 8:30. I'm like, my kid's in bed at 8:30, Kyle. Yeah. So I had to think about what songs I could do kind of quietly. So I thought that I would try to do this Father John Misty cover, also because a mutual friend of ours, Baloney, is who introduced me to Father John Misty. And I thought,
Baloney.
Who's Baloney?
Nice hat tip to Tony.
Baloney,
first name.
Baloney is a dear friend of mine as well. So
I mean, an incredibly likable guy.
Yeah. He's wonderful.
All right, so this is an attempt at Father John Misty's I Went to the Store One Day.
All right, everybody else, you can shut down your video.
Or not, whatever you want.
No. You're great.
We met in a parking lot. I was buying coffee and cigarettes. firewood and bad wine long since gone. But I'm still drunk and I'm wide awake, breathing hard. And now in just 1 year's time I'll become jealous, rail thin, prone to paranoia while I'm stoned. This isn't true love, someone oughta put me in a home. And hey, do you wanna get married? Put an end to our endless, regressive tendencies to scorn provincial concepts like your dowry and your daddy's farm. For love to find us of all people, I never thought it'd be this simple. Let's buy a plantation house and let the yard grow wild till we don't need signs to say keep out. I've got some money and it's cheaper in the South. I need someone I can trust to protect me from my 7 daughters. And when my body says enough, don't let me die in a hospital. I'll save the big one for the last time we make love. Insert here sentiment re our golden years, all because I went to the store one day. I've seen you around. What's your name?
All right, that was awesome. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. Chris Herman says hi on Facebook. Mm-mm. Okay. Huh, that's weird. We hear him. Oh, God. Okay. Let me look at your video. Yeah. That's weird. Yeah. Can anybody let me switch over real quick to the chat in here. Yeah. That's weird. I hear you too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear it on that's weird. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so just say everything you get said again verbatim. What about? Yeah, Kate is watching. Well, we'll keep going. Yeah, I wonder if it's like I wonder if it's a YouTube thing. That's really weird. Only Tony. I'm not sure. God bless it. I mean, God damn it, but Jacob, you're muted. Yeah, well, you know what? Let me mute myself again and unmute. Yeah, sorry, Dan, for these technical problems. This has never happened before. Yeah. Kate, tell me if you can hear, or Dan, just keep talking, I guess, even if we don't hear him. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Let's stand up. Yeah, and people in the chat, if you can hear Dan again, let me know. And I guess anybody besides me. That's really weird. I don't know why. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. But I guess we'll continue. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's weird. I see what's going on. The desktop audio. Hold on, let me just let me look at this. Oh, sorry. You know what? Let me switch off the stream for 1 second here. I'll just have to restart it again. We'll have to stitch it together. But I'm not sure why the our audio went out for some reason.